Hey, this is Geoff Blake, and welcome to Adobe Photoshop for the web. Now, I hope you're up for lots and lots of learning here, because obviously we're going to be focusing a lot on Photoshop, but we're going to be using Photoshop in a very different way than you're probably used to. We're not going to be using it for print design. We're not going to be using it for touching up photographs. We're actually going to be using it with Dreamweaver and with HTML and with CSS and all things web related. So it's kind of cool. You get to use Photoshop, but in a very different capacity. Now, let me give you a sense of some of the different topics that you and I will be talking about. Right off the bat, I want to get this idea of code out of the way. And if you're freaked out about code, HTML and CSS and so on, fear not. I'm going to make it nice and easy and simple for you. And with the code aspects out of the way, I also want to get internet and web design fundamentals out of the way as well. And then what we'll do is we'll take a look at some of the different graphic file formats that we can use in web design. And we'll also talk about using Photoshop's resizing commands for web output. From there, what we'll do is we'll have a look at working with the selection tools inside Photoshop. You'll see how to create selections based on shape and based on color. And then you'll see how to work with your layers specifically to organize your web design projects. And then from there, we'll take a look at working with color on the web. We'll focus on image optimization. I'll show you all kinds of cool tricks related to that. And then we'll get into creating some backgrounds and some textures. I'll show you some very cool techniques related to that as well. And then finally, towards the end of our time here together, what we'll do is we'll build a full layout inside Photoshop and then export it, and you'll see how Photoshop exports all of the needed HTML and CSS code, and we'll get this layout open inside Dreamweaver and inside our web browser, and we can see exactly how it all functions. If you are up for it, let's get started.